On second down, Warren. A flag's down as he stops. Looks like this one's on the offense.
Holding.
So now, partner, got to reevaluate
think
what
he
to do on
said,
this
"You're
next
him."
snap because the holding call pushes him back quite a ways. Offense to the line for second down. They'll run here following the penalty. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
This offense may want to try and disguise their run a little bit. I don't know if it's the O-lineman's stance. I don't know if it's a cadence. I don't know what it is, but after 2 straight plays going backwards, this defense is all over it.
Got to figure out this third down here. From the shotgun, Rodgers. And even on third down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be fourth down.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Facing fourth down, the Steelers opting for the field goal. Chris Boswell out to do the honors. Made his first one. This is a little over 40.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm, and no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm and start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Now Boswell on to send this away. Here's DeAndre Carter with the return. This return makes it up to the 25. Second drive coming up for this Cleveland offense. And they'll take over facing a 6-0 deficit. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he's still looking for the play that sparks the ground game as that one stopped for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
All right, here we go. Second down. Shotgun snap, they're gonna throw. Got a man, it's Njoku. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the first.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
3rd and 4 coming up now. Throwing from the gun here. Complete beyond the marker. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
1st and 10 from the 41. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he's officially into enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
Kate, don't think for a second this is time you step off the gas. You can feel this defense, right? They're on their heels. And now's the best chance to go push the envelope and get aggressive.
Throwing now from the gun. That's Tillman. He's got it. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And that gives the Browns a 1st.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Back to pass on 1st and 10. Finding Judy. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's good for a Cleveland first down.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Pass play on 1st and 10. Dumps it off to his running back. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Lone back gets the handoff. And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. Patrick Queen ranging in for the tackle. Give him only a couple that time. It's going to be 3rd down. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Escapes the pocket. And he protects himself with a slide there after a decent gain. The defense calls a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. So the Browns are going to kick the field goal on 4th down. Dustin Hopkins on for the attempt. It's a 34-yarder from that right hash. Carlson's kick is good. And that cuts the lead in half, down to 3.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
Volley set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Starting from the 5. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. Now the offense getting set to go for the Steelers. They seem likely to carry the lead into the locker room, but some points here to end the half could make things even more comfortable. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. Fryermuth there to bring it in. This is ahead for about 5. Tackled there by Jerome Baker.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
From the 29. This is Metcalf working that right side. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's a Steelers first down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
That one's complete, right side. Keeps it moving. And he's all the way home. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! The Steelers grow their lead just before halftime. It's a DK Metcalf touchdown. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
Chris Boswell for the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Steelers make it a 10-point ball game. Now Boswell on to send this away. Here's Ford on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Browns going on offense here very late in the half. They could use something to trim that deficit, and enough time left to maybe get this near field goal range. Just over 30 seconds left in the half as they come to the line. Throwing now on first down. He'll get this to Tillman. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. The Browns take the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. From the 34. And the Steelers get home. They drop him. Pittsburgh will go ahead and use its 2nd timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. Extra man in the secondary for the Steelers. 3rd down coming up. Well, last play didn't work out too well. Looks like they're going ground game now. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line. The Steelers use their 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. The Browns are lining up to punt. Calvin Austin on the return for the Steelers. He broke 50 on his first punt and looks to have done the same here. Takes it in at the 26. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. That punt finishes as a 60-yard effort. And they'll take over with minimal time remaining in the half. Down to 12 seconds before halftime as they come to the line. Here's Rodgers on 1st and 10. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. That brings us to the break. The Steelers taking a lead into the visiting locker room. Now it's down to Florida, where Jonathan Coachman is standing by in Orlando for the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Back to you and Brock in a bit. But first, time for our EA Sports Halftime Report. With that, the 2 squads are headed out of the tunnel. So let's get you back out to Kay Scott and Brock Eward.
As always, a hat tip to Coach for his hard work during the break, as we're happy to welcome y'all back for the start of our 3rd quarter. Now Boswell on to send this away. Here's Ford on the return. And this will give them decent field position. The return gets out to the 30. The Browns have the football first to start the 3rd, and here comes their offense. They'll try to get that ground game established better than they did in the opening half, Brock. See if they can attack that deficit. First and 10 now from the 30. Airing it out to start this drive. That one complete to Njoku. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped.
That can be a hopeless feeling when you fire a curl route right into zone coverage perfectly like that. Unless that curl happens to be right next to where one of your guys is sitting, that pass can hum in there and there's nothing this defense can do.
From the 40 on second down. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And they'll bottle this up after a 4-yard gain. That stop made by T.J. Watt. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
Back to the well again. And he's brought down for a loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. Looking for a throw here. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on 3rd down? Well, they chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
The Browns are lined up to punt. It'll be Corey Bajorquez doing the honors. Getting about 50 yards of boots so far, and here's another quality effort. And this will fly out of bounds to deny a return. They're going to mark it a little before the 20. The Steelers and wide receiver DK Metcalf set for another drive. And he has kept his pace up in the 2nd half. His quarterback more than happy to keep throwing it his way, considering what he's been able to do with his looks all game. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Rodgers here from the gun. Caught by Freiermuth. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
2nd and 3 now. This is Warren headed right. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
We take a break from his regularly scheduled programming of pass coverage duties to see him adding a little contribution in the run support. And his teammates, you can just see the body language. A little nod, a little grin. They'll welcome the reinforcements every time.
Now Rodgers on 3rd and short. He's on the move. He's running for it. And he wisely avoids contact, sliding down there, and that played good enough for a first. Trying the left side with Warren. And he's got it up to midfield and into Browns territory. Good rip on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
On 2nd down, Warren gets it again. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Now looking to throw with Rodgers. He has the first over the middle. And they make the tackle at the 38. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of third downs just like that.
New set of downs for him at the 38. First carry for the versatile vet Cordero Patterson. And he gets this one down to the 30-yard line. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on first down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
2nd and 3 now. Rodgers set to pass. And got his man. That's a Pittsburgh touchdown. The Steelers push their lead further to start the half. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
Boswell to add the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Steelers take a 3-possession lead. Now Boswell on to send this away. Here's Ford on the return. And in the end, Brock, an exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. Now we see the Browns offense headed out. They're running out of time to get this game into a more manageable spot, Brock. We've got a 3-score deficit, and we're in quarter number 3. First and 10 now from the 30. Now it's a bootleg for him. Flushed out of the pocket. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Kate, I can speak from personal experience on this one. That is the absolute worst nightmare as a quarterback. When you call that bootleg and you turn around and all you see is nothing but a big old defensive end, yeah, your interest switch from getting rid of the ball to a little self-preservation. Good job just simply hanging onto the football.
Another try following the sack. Short pass brought in. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Back to throw. It's tipped away and it's going to hit the ground incomplete. Defender winning that rep. That brings up 4th down.
Oh, look at those savvy linebackers. They're just right in the middle of everything, aren't they, Kate? And it seems like at times they are the quickest reactions as well. He needed a quick one right there to get a finger on the throw and change its direction.
On now comes their punter. Pulled in at the 20. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. That one an impressive 57-yard kick. And the Steelers will take over possession. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. To throw is Rodgers. Hits him on the out route. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Tackled there by Jerome Baker.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, Rodgers. Left side, caught by Metcalf. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the 1st.
As a quarterback, when you throw that curl route, you know it's a tight window, Kate. But the minute that DB turns and can't react to the throw, you put it right on your receiver's numbers. He comes back and gets it and moves the sticks.
Throwing on 1st down, Rodgers. Makes the grab in bounds, left side. There it is, touchdown, Pittsburgh! The Steelers could push this to a 4-score game as they take a 23-point lead. It's a DK Metcalf touchdown, his 2nd scoring catch of the game. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period, end of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
That one right down the middle. And the Steelers make it a 24-point ball game. Now Boswell on to send this away. Fielded at the 7. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. The Browns getting their offense out there. And what's really been simply stunning, Brock, is how far we've made it into the game, and their passing game, it is still grounded.
Yeah, so as they're sitting here losing right now, what I hear you saying, Kate, is it's time for this offense to take flight?
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Trying the right side. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost when he busts those tackles.
From the 33 on 2nd down. On the slant, complete to Judy. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. 6 yards on the play and enough for a 1st.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Back now, pressure on its way. Still on his feet. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there when he saw the field. It's going to be 2nd down. Now looking to throw. Throw reeled in by Njoku. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. We'll see what they come up with for 3rd down in just a bit. We've reached the end of 3. It's the Browns with the ball, but they enter this 4th quarter at a massive deficit. Third and a lone yard coming up. Here's a throw. complete beyond the marker. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Every time I see one of those angle routes, I think back to my day one install. Rookie minicamp in the NFL. Texas, angle route. 49ers of the 80s, they were making hay with it then, and the running back's still doing it to this day.
Still sticking with the passing game. Setting up the screen. And this one does not go far.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason, where one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
From the 42. Pass complete to Thrash. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line.
Well, the odds aren't great when you throw into double coverage. Normally you see one of the defenders make a play on the ball. Two men nearby, and that's a missed opportunity for the coverage to make an impact play.
3rd and just 2 to go. Pass play coming here. Connection made to Judy. And he's going to take this one in for the Cleveland touchdown. The Browns putting up points in a game decided. It's a Jerry Judy touchdown. Well, Brock, this one has not been good to them so far, but they are still fighting and able to get in there for 6.
Just a drive that was all about scratching and clawing. As much as anything, Kate, it was just a pride drive to go and get your job done.
The Browns keeping the offense out on the football field. They want 2 here. They want to run it across. And he's almost there, but no! They stop him at the last moment. Wow, he's going to be just inches shy of that 2-point conversion. Hopkins has it on the tee and is ready to send it flying. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. Now Pittsburgh's offense running back out for a new series. And taking a look at these highlights, Brock, just a reminder of the type of game that they have had throwing the football. It really has been the key to their success.
Yeah, they've just not only stayed on schedule here, Kate. Man, they've made some music, right? Great rhythm.
Yeah.
Not just ahead of schedule, but huge plays that followed. We've seen a lot of different looks and wrinkles throughout this performance, and it's been a joy to watch.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. They'll start the drive with Warren. And he's going to be brought down at the 42.
I got to really rack my brain, Kate, to remember a play, a run in this league that nice that doesn't end up getting an offensive first down. He did all he could to will this drive forward.
Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's 2nd and inches. Play fake. It's Rodgers. Oh, he put everything he had into that throw. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete.
How many times do defenders hear from their coaches, read and react, read and react? You got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and then more importantly, you got to react as he begins to throw and knock that ball away.
Pass didn't work on 2nd. Let's see how that affects this 3rd down. They'll run with Warren. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. Pick up a 5 on that play. And he'll bring up a Pittsburgh first down.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
Football on that 47-yard line, first down. They'll go again with Warren. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Warren once more. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. It'll be a gain of 5. They still need 4 on third down.
This is a guy who, man, when he is in a group, when he is feeling it, you're just not going to bring him down with an arm tackle. You better buckle up. You need a textbook tackle on this guy. Wrap, grab some cloth, and drive him to the ground with all you got.
It's Warren on third down. Jukes out a one-stop. And the defense was ready. They got him at the line. No gain there, and that'll bring up 4th and a few.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
On 4th down, the Steelers are going to turn to Cameron Johnston to punt this away. And thankfully, he hasn't been needed until the final quarter. And it sails out of bounds. That's a good kick. Got all the way down to what looks like the 10-yard line before leaving the field. The Cleveland offense back out and getting set for the drive. They really had the passing game clicking on that last touchdown drive, partner. We'll see if they stick with that or if they mix things up a bit on this series. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Got a man, it's Njoku. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
A dose of the hurry-up offense here. 1st and 10, looking to throw. He finds his running back. Nice work, complete. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that gives the Browns a 1st. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Offense in the hurry up here. Working inside the red zone. This throw is caught. And he drives this forward to the 6.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in Cleveland. Browns trying to make it look a little nicer on that scoreboard. Still lined up at the 6. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll throw it again. That's a Cleveland touchdown. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
On comes Dustin Hopkins to try the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Browns make it an 11-point ball game. Well, don't look up at the clock, everybody. That is certainly not their friend as they get set to try an onside kick. And this is recovered by the Steeler hands team. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line.
No question they wanted the ball back late, but you don't see many of these recovered by the kicking team in the NFL. You see even fewer recovered when they're actually expecting it, like they certainly were right there.
The Steelers and Aaron Rodgers headed back out on offense. And he has continued to own this defense and keep on throwing that football, partner, making this performance one that he's going to remember, but as you like to say, the defense would probably rather forget. New set of downs for him from the 46. They'll send their tight end right. On first down, Warren. And he's brought down for a loss. Now whistles and a timeout taken quickly by the defense. 1:50 left to go. Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. Trying an inside give to Warren. And he's able to work this down to the 41. Now a timeout's called. Cleveland using its second. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call's going to be on third down. Warren running between the tackles. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. Now the Browns spend their final timeout as they'll get together and discuss with fourth down coming up. Here comes Chris Boswell in the Steelers field goal unit. He better get all of this one. It's got a ways to go. It's no good. It had the leg, but his aim wide right. And the game stays at 11.
Kid, any way you look at it, any script you were going to write for a comeback, it started with the field goal. They had to have that right there, and they don't. So you can rip up that script. Not sure there's enough time remaining to find a way to win.
Back out now comes the Browns offense. And they're coming off an excellent series throwing the football that led to that touchdown, Brock. So you and I both expecting that defense to be looking for that on this series. The Browns, nice field position here as they start out 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Pressure's there, and the steel curtain closes on him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Yeah, this is a time where offensively you got to regroup. You got to get in that huddle. You know, and quarterback is the most important leadership position. Everyone's looking at you. And as a QB, after taking a sack like that, golly, you got to flush it, instill some confidence, and move this ball forward.
A bit of desperation on this deep shot. Big shot is hauled in. Feet are inbounds. Oh, what a play! They rip off a huge chunk of field as the downs reset.
You know, Kay, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position by hitting on that shot. You've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
No timeouts and down 2 scores. They've got to find points quickly here. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now. He goes back to him yet again. Complete. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. And with 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
done here yet. When you reach the status that he has around the league, Brock, well, we all at this point expect him to be making plays like this when he's targeted down near the end zone.
Yeah, I think the best thing I can say about this dude is he makes it look easy a lot of the time. And this game, trust me, is never easy. It speaks to how well he plays this position.
So now a big play coming from the Browns as they try for two. Back to throw. And they get the two-point conversion. Nice catch in the end zone there. They're back within a field goal now. Following that completion, remember the O-line looks to be in some pain. They're headed out to take a look at him now. Down inside 30 seconds now. Their hopes resting on finding a way to get this football. And this kick is covered by the Steelers, who are going to go on to win this ball game. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. And he's been reading the coverage, dare I say, Brock, even better than his quarterback has all game. I mean, he just continues to find openings and make plays in this second half. No timeouts remaining here, partner, so they can just run out this clock. He's down to a knee, and the Steelers getting ready to celebrate this victory.
Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
A kneel down here, and they can start to celebrate this win. So the Steelers come in and take this on the road. And, partner, I know you took down plenty of division rivals in your NFL days. Heck, your conference opponents back in Washington in your college days always makes the win a little bit sweeter when it comes against a rival, doesn't it?
Yeah, there's just a little bit more emotion. There just is.
Yeah.
I mean, you try to keep every game level, and no opponent's bigger than the other, but familiarity does breed a little more contempt, and we could feel it today.